Hello, and welcome to our 5th grade overview of matter and energy in organisms and ecosystems. Animals and plants alike generally need to take in air and water. Animals must take in food, and plants need light and minerals. Food provides animals with the materials they need for body repair and growth, and is digested to release the energy they need to maintain body warmth and for motion. Plants acquire their material for growth chiefly from air and water. The food of almost any kind of animal can be traced back to plants. Organisms are related in food webs in which some animals eat plants for food and other animals eat the animals that eat plants. Either way, they are consumers. Some organisms, such as fungi and bacteria, break down dead organisms and therefore operate as decomposers. Decomposition eventually restores and recycles some materials back to the soil for plants to use. Organisms can survive only in environments in which their particular needs are met. A healthy ecosystem is one in which multiple species of different types are each able to meet their needs in a relatively stable web of life. In this unit, students use a model to describe the movement of matter among plants, animals, decomposers, and the environment, and that energy in animals' food was once energy from the sun. Students will also develop an understanding of the idea that plants get the materials they need for growth chiefly from air and water. To begin this unit, students are asked to support an argument that plants get the materials they need for growth mainly from air and water. In Does the Direction Seeds Are Planted Affect the Direction Roots Grow? Lesson 1, the procedure has been modified to allow students to examine the variables that impact the growth of a plant by observing the germination of pinto bean seeds. For trial 1, the seed is exposed to air and water. For trial 2, a seed will be placed in a sealed Ziploc bag without water and air. For trial 3, the seed will be exposed to water and placed in a sealed Ziploc bag without air. For trial 4, the seed will be exposed to air but not water. And in trial 5, the seed will be exposed to air and water, but will be placed in an environment with no light, such as a cabinet. The initial setup of trials is anticipated to take approximately 15 minutes, with daily observations and data collection lasting up to 5 days. This data collection can be embedded within future lessons. Lesson 2 uses the text to allow students to further collect evidence about what plants need to survive and grow. Page 96 in the text introduces the term photosynthesis and its general formula. Neither the formula or the term are requirements of the performance expectation. For Lesson 3, students are examining the evidence from Lesson 1 and the textual-based evidence from Lesson 2 to support the claim that plants get the materials they need for growth mainly from air and water. As students transition to the next set of lessons, 4 through 8, their focus shifts away from what plants need to survive to what animals need to survive, and that food energy comes from the sun. This series of lessons will have students model energy flow through an ecosystem using food chains, food webs, and energy pyramids. Lessons 4 and 5 use the text to show how food energy originates from the sun as plants convert sunlight into energy through photosynthesis, and models energy transfer through a food chain and an energy pyramid. Organisms are related in food webs in which some animals eat plants for food and other animals eat animals that eat plants. Either way, they are consumers. Some organisms, such as fungi and bacteria, break down dead organisms and are termed decomposers. Lesson 6 uses the Discovery Education video segment, How Can Bacteria Help?, to identify the role of decomposers within an organic farm. And in Lesson 7, students further examine the role of decomposers in cycling material within an ecosystem through text. Lesson 8, How Are Organisms in an Ecosystem Dependent on Each Other?, concludes this unit by having students create a model, a food web, showing how food energy flows through an ecosystem. While the directions indicate using 10 organisms, students should really create an 11th circle representing the sun. This lesson goes on to examine how the balance in an ecosystem is impacted if a source of food is removed. The materials for this unit have been included within your material kit and are outlined here on this slide. As you are planning the activities for this unit, please feel free to contact us with any questions, to request support, or share any ideas.